All right. I'm going to invite folks who are here to come on over and find a seat so we can get started in a few minutes. That would be awesome. You can leave your picnic blankets out. No one will do anything to them. You can bring your food with you. Come on over, everybody. Good to see everybody. And for folks who are here, there are bathrooms inside. If you need them, you go through that door. It will make a very high-pitched sound when you go in. Just ignore it. It sounds like an alarm, but it's not. And you go downstairs to the right and then swing around when you get to the downstairs. And look, you'll see them. Have a seat, everybody. And Dennis, just let me know when the live stream started. Huh? Great. Go ahead, start it up. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're going to start on page 1 of the Siddur. Hine ma tov u'manayim shavet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shavet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov שבת אחים גם יחד, שבת אחים גם יחד, גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד, שבת אחים גם יחד, גם יחד. So hi everybody, this is our first regular, not invitation only, outdoor Shabbat service. So yay, Shechianu, great to see folks who are here. I think there's some folks live streaming in. So if you're zooming in from home or live streaming in from home and you want to light candles with us, go ahead and get your candles ready. And for folks here, I'm going to light on behalf of the group. So if people don't mind rising, we will light the candles, and they may or may not stay lit. We will see. We'll do the best we can. And folks, again, are welcome to join us from home. So after I light them, we'll take the light in and then send it out to wherever in the world it needs to go. Let me see if I can stand in front of this and try to keep it lit. All right. Actually, I'm going to do this over here. Well, no, you can't see it. All right, well, I'll do it and it'll go out, but it will have been lit for a little bit. But we have the good intention. It's always windy again. I don't know why. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Wonderful. You can be seated. Parents, if you're here with your kids, you're home with your kids, you want to give them a blessing, please do so. Anything you wish for them this Shabbat. And for folks in the live stream, there's a link in the chat to the Siddur that we're using. Dennis put it there in the comment section. If you want to click on that or copy and paste it into your browser, that'll take you to a PDF of the booklet that we use for Erev Shabbat services. And the page numbers I'll be giving are the page numbers in the of the actual Siddur, not the page number of the PDF. So we are at the bottom of page 1. Eilech hamda levi, kusana ve'alna titalem. Eilech hamda levi, kusana ve'alna titalem. Eilech hamda levi, kusana ve'alna titalem. One more time. Eilech hamda libi, kusana ve'alna titalem. Eilech hamda libi, kusana ve'alna titalem. Eilech hamda libi, kusana ve'alna titalem. So, I have something to do. Let's see. Lauren and Andy, would you guys hand these out? Or one of you hand these out? So there's some instruments coming around. We're going to welcome the angels in a moment. On page 2, Shalom Aleichem. This is a good dancing around song if you're here or if you're at home and you want to dance around. And think about all the angels, all the messengers that you want to welcome into your house, into your heart this Shabbat, messengers of peace. So, Shalom Aleichem, you guys ready? Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, Boachem, dai 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 dai, Boachem, Boachem l'shalom, Boachem, Boachem l'shalom, Boachem, Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Elyon, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, Barchuni, dai 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 dai, Barchuni, Barchuni l'shalom, Barchuni, Barchuni l'shalom, Barchuni, Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei Elyon, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai, dai 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 dai. Dai 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 dai, Tzeitem, dai 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 dai, Tzeitem, Tzeitem l'shalom, Tzeitem, Tzeitem l'shalom, Tzeitem, Tzeitem l'shalom, Malachei Elyon, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon. Wendy, we can put another row up front. We can separate some of these and make. There's lots of chairs here that nobody's sitting in, so don't be too far away, folks. So we have welcomed the angels. If you turn to page 3, we are going to rejoice along with the The earth and the ocean. Who's been in the ocean this summer? Who? I can't raise my hand. I've been in the lake. A lot of you guys have been in the ocean, actually. Well, this says that the ocean is glad. Probably glad because you guys were all in it. Middle of 3. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Oh, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umlo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umlo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umlo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umlo. So, on pages 4 and 5 is Lachad Dodi. We sing to welcome Shabbat. Now, if you're at home, when we get to the last verse on page 5, if you'd like, you can rise and face the door, and you sort of imagine the Shabbat Queen coming in. But back in the 1500s, when the Kabbalists of Tzfat invented this service, they did this outside, and they faced west towards the setting sun. Which way is west? That way. So everybody here, or if you're outdoors and zooming in, turn and face the setting sun when we get to the last verse. And Sue is setting a very good example of dancing around, which all are welcome to join her example. Page 4. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Tnei Shabbat nekabela. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Tnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad Hishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'letila Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat l'chu v'nelchat Ki mekol habracha Merosh mikedem nisucha Sof ma'aseh v'bak Shabbat tchila Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Pnei Shabbat kabela. Hitoreri hitoreri Ki va'orech kumi ori Uri uri shidaberi Kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lichad dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 ונשמחה ונגילה. לכדודי לקראת כלה, ידידיי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לכדודי לקראת כלה, ידידיי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. We rise, we face west or the door if you're indoors. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzohala, toch emunei am segula. Boi kala, hey, lichadodi likrat kala, yadidai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lichadodi likrat kala, yadidai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Can I have a seat? I think she's here. Oh, Andy, would you collect the instruments? That would be awesome. So, I invite everyone to, even though you have some people have masks on, I'm just going to take a moment and take a few deep breaths, as deep a breath as you can. If you're at home, you can do this too. Just, we're going to sort of take 6 breaths, 1 for each day of the week. And when you exhale, you can sort of let go of that day of the week. And when you get to your 7th breath, really breathe it in, because that's Shabbat. So just take a moment just to breathe in, breathe out the week, and breathe in Shabbat. We're going to close our Kabbalat Shabbat with the Psalm for Shabbat, the bottom of page 6. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh. Shetulim b'veit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Shetulim b'veit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh. So Shabbat is here, and even though the sun is still setting, we're going to move into Mariv, which is on page 7. I invite you to rise if you're able, or rise in spirit if that's better for you, and we're on page 7 at the top. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. And the blessing gives us strength and makes our vision clear. And the blessing gives us peace and the courage to dare. As we bless the source of life, so we are will chant the first line of Baruch Hu, and please respond. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. You can be seated. Let's chant together in the English, the bottom of page 7. Blessed are you, source of life, who brings in the evening with a word, in wisdom opening the gates, and with understanding changing the times and seasons, ordering the stars along their paths in the sky. Creator of day and night, rolling back light from the dark, and dark from the light, you make the day slowly fade and bring in the night, dividing between day and night. How great is your name! Living God, may we always feel your presence in our lives. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings in the evening. Page 8. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, hamahariv aravim. So we're going to chant Ahavat Olam on page 9. This is a blessing that says we are all loved by an amazing love. So if you're next to somebody who you don't mind getting a hug from, you can give them a hug, or you can hug yourself if you're by yourself. But just feel loved, feel like that eternal love is hugging you. And let's chant together on page 9. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadata. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochveinu u'v'kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uvemitzvotecha leolam va'ed, ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ve'orech yameinu, uvehem nege yomam v'layla yomam v'layla. V'yavatcha lo tasor mimenu le'olamim, Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 11. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinanta ham levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivdecha beveitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'derech, u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha, u'kchartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha. So after the Shema, we move into a blessing of freedom on page 13. If you want to dance like the Israelites danced, you are more than welcome to. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, Be'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef eleh, nora tehilot, osef eleh, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, Be'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, neder b'kodesh. All right. Nora tehilot, osef eleh, nora tehilot, osef eleh, yai dai, 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 hey, yai dai, yai dai, hey, yai dai, yai dai, hey, dai, yai dai, yai dai, yai dai, yai dai, hey, dai, yai dai, yai dai, yai dai, yai dai, mi chamocha, Be'elim Adonai. Have a seat, get comfortable. Page 15 at the top. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. So I just want to take just a couple minutes for a little meditation. And this is the Olympics 2020 meditation. So have you guys been watching any of the Olympics? You watched some? No, nothing? All right, but you know what's going on, right? So this is the thing about the Olympics. There's human beings doing things that, like, I can't even fathom doing. Like, you know, I can barely, like, bend my legs, much less do a split. or like, there's all these amazing things. So this is called the Olympic Fantasy Meditation. So whether you're home or here, this is what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes, if you're comfortable doing so, and just think of some sport that's happening at the Olympics that you think it would be really cool to be like the best in the world at. So it could be running really fast. It could be gymnastics. It could be kayaking. It could be shot put. It could be, there's so many cool things going on there. So just think of either something you've seen or something you like to do yourself. And I want you to imagine yourself doing it with like no limitations. You are the best. And it's safe. You can't get hurt because it's just a meditation. So take a moment and just imagine yourself flying through the air or going really fast or tumbling in ways or diving in perfect synchronicity with someone else, whatever you want to imagine yourself doing. See if you can imagine what it would feel like to be inside that body, those amazing bodies. So we'll just take a moment. And once you think you have what that feeling might be like really breathe it in, really take it in, because somewhere in your spirit you actually are like that, even if your body can't do it. Okay, let's close with a blessing of peace on page 20. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. So, I have a very good story for you. I meant to bring a prop, which I forgot. You'll see which one I forgot, but oh well, can't remember everything. So this Sunday and Monday is Rosh Chodesh Elul, and Rosh Chodesh Elul is the month leading up to Rosh Hashanah, and there's a lot of traditions during Elul, because Elul is like we're getting ourselves ready to start the new year. And one tradition is that every single day, we sound the shofar. We listen, we hear, or we blow the shofar. So this is a story about how we got that tradition. A long time ago, when all the people lived in one place, getting the news was easy. They had yellers who would walk around town, and after a few minutes of yelling, everyone got the news. But when people began living all over the place, even the yellers couldn't yell loud enough to get the news around. Most people just didn't get the news. But some special times just had to be announced, and the arrival of the new year, Rosh Hashanah, was one of those times. So God asked Enoch to go find an announcing tool. The next day, Enoch returned with 2 rocks. "Oh God, listen to my fine announcing tool," said Enoch, who banged the 2 rocks together, making a loud rock-banging sound. God said to Enoch, "What kind of announcing tool is this to tell the arrival of the new year? Rocks don't make music, they only make noise. The new year is a time for music and singing, not banging and yelling." Enoch ran off to find another tool. The next day, Enoch returned with a gong. "Listen to this one," shouted Enoch as he gonged the gong, making lots of gonging sounds until God said, "Stop!" What kind of announcing tool is this to announce the arrival of the new year? The gong does make a strong sound, but the gong is made of iron, and iron is used to make swords and spears and arrows and other weapons of war. The new year is a time of peace, not war. So Enoch ran off to find a new announcing tool. The next day, Enoch returned with a golden trumpet in his hand and announced to God, "What you see here, God, is the perfect announcing tool. It makes music, not noise. It is not made of iron, and it is loud enough to carry the news of the new year from hilltop to hilltop." Enoch then blew some fine notes on the golden trumpet. Then God said, "The golden trumpet is a good announcing tool." Enoch jumped up and down with joy until God continued, "It's good, but not good enough. The golden trumpet makes loud, beautiful music and is not made of iron, but it is made by somebody who pounded it and rolled it and shaped it. I want a natural announcing tool that is not shaped by people. I want an announcing tool that is not made of gold. Prices are going up. Nobody could afford such an announcing tool." Enoch was getting depressed, but he ran off one more time to hunt down another announcing tool. The next day, Enoch was a little late in coming to God. When he did arrive, he was out of breath. "I am embarrassed, God," he said, "to show you my new announcing tool. It's only this ram's horn." This is the prop, I forgot. "It is only this ram's horn," you have to imagine it. "Not nearly as beautiful as the golden trumpet, but it's not made of iron, and nobody pounded it or shaped it except the ram. I even think it's loud enough to get the news from hilltop to hilltop, but I'm not sure if it's a good enough announcing tool." "Why are you not sure?" asked God. Enoch replied, "Well, you see, O Holy One, blessed be you, I have been practicing with this thing all morning, and it is very hard to blow. Sometimes I blow, and all I get is a or a and then maybe another." God spoke to Enoch with great love. "Enoch, you have done well. The shofar is a perfect announcing tool. It is natural and loud, and it can make beautiful sounds. I know it's hard to play, but that is just right. The new year is hard too. It's a time for deciding to do good things and giving up bad things. The new year is a time for apologizing to others for hurting them in any way. And all that is very, very hard to do, even harder than blowing a shofar." Then God sat Enoch down and taught him to blow the ram's horn for the big celebration of the new year that would soon begin. By the end of one lesson from God, Enoch could blow the shofar without a or a. So you'll have to wait till Monday to hear the actual shofar. So that is the story of why we blow the shofar in Elul leading up to Rosh Hashanah. All right, we are going to close our service with Aleinu on page 1. If those who are able would please rise. We're on page 21, and we'll continue on 22. And I'll do a slight emendation of the words on 22 when we get there. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer breshit, shenatan lanu torat emet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notesh Shamayim veYoser Haaretz, Umoshav Yikaro Bashamayim Mima'al, Ushchinatu Zoho Begovhei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Ein Od, Emet Malkeinu Efes Zulato, Kakatu v'torato v'yadata hayom v'hashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim imahal v'yadata v'al haaretz mitachat einod. Page 22, and then all God's people. And then all God's people will be gentle, and then all God's people will be strong, and then all will be so very rich and free, then everywhere will be called Eden once again. You can be seated. In a moment, we're going to recite Kaddish on page 24. I'm going to invite those who are present, if anyone is in mourning or observing a yurt site, if you want to rise for Kaddish. If you're live streaming and would like to share a name in the comments, please put a name in of anyone you're saying Kaddish for. And anyone here would like to share a name of who you're remembering today? Okay, page 24. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach yerutei, ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dochol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehe shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudasha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol yoshvei tevel. So before we close with the Kiddush blessing, we have to do birthdays. We'll do July and August because I wasn't here in July. Do we have any July, August birthdays here? Libby, you and your brother? Yep. Oh, my Rav, all right. July 27th. Anybody out? Any other? Nate, when's the big day? Awesome. Anybody else? July, August? If anyone's live streaming in, you want to put your date in the comments, please do. All right, so for Meirav, for Nate, for anybody else celebrating a birthday this month. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. So we're going to close with the Kiddush blessing on page 23. If you have Kiddush at home and you'd like to join me, please do. And for folks who are here, we have wine and grape juice afterwards. Anybody would like some wine or grape juice? It is here, so please join me. So, page 23. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki aleinu karata v'otanu kidashta la'avodatecha V'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim. Is there any instructions for live streaming, folks? No? Okay. Great. So for the live stream, I'm going to say goodbye. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Great. God, thanks for beaming in. For folks here, you are welcome to stay. Have some Shabbat dinner if you brought. There is wine and grape juice. We'll have Wendy. It's on the back there, back table. You can put your Sederim back. The building will only be open till 7. So if you need to use the bathroom, I would say use it now before you eat. And you are welcome to stay as long as you want. So Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thanks for coming.